$20,000 on my ice, nigga. I'm tryna go and bust me down a Rolex. You ain't never touched a load in your life, nigga. You ain't been back and forth on that road yet. Or somebody better go and check the price, nigga. I just dropped another 6 in that cold red. And I'm probably gonna be gritting through the night, nigga. Got 3 numbers, they be calling to the phone dead. I spent $700 on a pair of shoes, and I'm probably only
It's a big dog Taebo the truth, and you watching Illuminated with my boy Obscure Diamond.
I ain't giving up no fronts though. Hey, leaving Colorado 10 pounds in a book bag. Cruise control past the state troopers, I don't look back. 30 on me everywhere I go, wish I would lack. Pulling up the shows with the bros, just the wolf pack. I just got a brick from my woe, that's a putback. Still screaming free my nigga Tone, Brody took that. I took a loss, I fell off, then I shook back. Always on the play, I be everywhere the crooks at.
Who is Taebo the Truth?
Man, Taebo the Truth, big dog. I'm a man of many faces, really. It just depends on who you ask, but I'm the same person all the way around the board, though. Full-time dad. That's my main occupation, is being the pops, and then being a real renowned rapper, if I do say so myself. You know, stuff like that. I wouldn't say really too much more.
What was life like growing up in Omaha?
So growing up in Omaha, so I did a lot of flip-flopping. I was actually born in Kansas, so I would do like a summer in Kansas, school year in Omaha, then it would reverse. So it was kind of like flip-flopped up until, I want to say, 6th grade. From that point on, like when I permanently moved to Omaha, man, life got crazy. It was like, from the moment I moved here, like this was where I was at. First of all, we in the middle of the hood, North Omaha. So everything that comes with that is what I used to see, you know what I mean? Like being at my auntie house, it'd be like 10, 15 gang members in there, bro. They all running in, stashing guns, hiding guns and shit like that. So it's like growing up in Omaha was crazy. It made me who I am though. I wouldn't change it for the world. But I feel like if I was born somewhere else, I would be a lot further. Like if I would have been born in like one of them bigger cities like Cali, New York or something like that, I feel like I'd be like at the top of the stratosphere right now. So I feel like Omaha kind of held me back in that regard, but at the same time, it made me who I am right now.
Who are your biggest influences in life?
Life, my dad, for the simple fact that he was always there. No matter what he was going through, my pops was always there. So that's like one of my biggest, like I mold myself, I try to be like him. Like as far as like raising my kids, I try to be there for them as much as I can. I slip every now and then, but like I would say my pops, my grandpa, because he was just like a stand-up, all-around stand-up.
What does being a father mean to you?
Everything. So I got 4 kids. I got 3 daughters and a son, man. My son, that's my baby boy. My oldest, my first, boy, she really opened my eyes to life, bro. Because before her, I was on a lot of bullshit. She really was the one that made me stop, think about shit before I started doing it. So like literally my kids was the difference between life and death for me. If I didn't have no kids, y'all wouldn't be seeing me right now. Music would be doing, fuck y'all. I'd be out here trying to be a kingpin or rob a bank or some stupid, like my mind was just, it didn't make no sense. Having kids wisened me up for sure. Gave me a lot of wisdom. I learned a lot about life. I learned a lot about patience, compassion, understanding. Like it was a lot, bro. Even still now, I'm still learning. 32 years old, still learning. Still learning. And it's all because of, you probably heard him in the background somewhere, just never get a break. But I wouldn't change it for the world because like I said, my dad was always there for me. So I love fatherhood. It's the best thing ever happened.
What are your music tastes like?
Variety. I got a range. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I don't really like, so people would think I listen to just rap music all the time. I don't. I'm a big R&B head. I grew up listening to like Keith Sweat, LSG, Gerald Levert, the Isley Brothers. My mom was like a diehard Keith Sweat fan. He was damn near my dad. So R&B is embedded in my DNA. I started off singing. A lot of people don't know that. I was in the Sunshine Band when I was a kid. So that's like, if y'all know what the Sunshine Band is, it's a church group. So we went everywhere, like around the world, like singing, big ass church group. So I started off singing. And I did that up until middle school. How did I start rapping? It was something like, I think we were just sitting at a lunch table and the homie was rapping. I was like, oh, I could do that. And then I started rapping and then here we are today. But like my music taste can be anywhere from gospel to R&B. I might listen to some rock and roll, blues, jazz. I like a lot. It just depends on what my ear catches and decides to tune into at the time.
Who are your biggest influences in music?
Man, musically, Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. Everybody know that for various reasons. But Jay-Z, I love Jay-Z too. Just his mind, not so much as like a rapper, but like he's like, just to know where he's like us. He came from the dirt, selling crack in the projects, bro, and now he's a billionaire. So it's like, you see stuff like that, it's like, yeah, he's a real big influence. Nipsey was a real big influence. I love Nip to death. But more personally, ISO, real big influence. That's like my best friend, so that's like a real big influence. Just to see where he came from to where he is now, that's like motivation. Tech is another influence.
When did you start writing music?
So I started writing music. I wrote my first rap, like I said, probably the summer of before 7th grade, before I started middle school. I didn't get serious with music though until high school. That's when I was like, so probably like 10th grade, high school, when we would freestyle in the hallway or at the lunch table, and people would like, hold on, you kind of, and people was like, no, you tight. And so it kind of went from there, and then I started kind of taking it serious, but then at the same time, I was still like in the streets real tough. So a lot of music got pushed to the back burner, and I let the streets take the front seat for a long time, bro. So that was another thing that kind of kept me down, and you know what I mean? But
What is your writing process like?
my writing process, it changes all the time. It just depends. So like sometimes it could be, man, I might be in the car. I might hear a song and I'm like, damn, that song kind of tight. I'm about to do something like that. Cause like now it's about keeping up with the trends and what's going on. So like now it's more of like, I'll hear something like, I'm gonna do something like that. But I still keep it true to me. I start with the beat first now. So if I hear something that I like in a beat, I'm immediately hitting my boy Coffee. Like, hey, go listen to this. Make something like this, sample this, or let's go in this direction. So I start with that. I listen to the beat probably once or twice, get a hook. That's my first thing I do, get the hook. Once I got the hook, the verses is easy. The hooks now is like the hardest part, because you gotta have something that's catchy that people wanna pay attention to. So I write my hooks first and I do my verses, and I haven't produced in probably like, it's been like 2 years. It's 2 or 3 years. I make beats here and there though, still now. Like I still, like if I go sit down at ISO house and he got the program pulled up, I'll start slapping some beats together. It just depends. But I do produce. I'm a very good producer. I just choose. I found out when I was doing that, I was spreading myself too thin, trying to rap, make the beats, and I was like, no, I'm
Do you have a favorite song you've written?
Yes, I do. Paranoid. Paranoid is my favorite song. It's very personal. It's true. Well, everything I write is like, in some way, even if it sounds like it's some truth in there. Everything is based off of truth. Everything starts with the truth. I'm not a liar. I don't lie. I'm no rap cap. No lying in my raps. Everybody knows who my best friend is, right? So they automatically associate me with ISO. So it's like, to be able to do something on my own over here, Paranoid is just me, top to bottom, and have it do as many numbers as it did with no features, no ISO beat, no nothing. Like, to me, that means a lot, you know what I mean? So can't nobody be like, well, you only did this because of I. No. So I would say for that reason, that's my biggest song, so it's probably like it holds a little bit more weight in my heart.
Who has been your favorite collab so far?
So far, Ritz. And I'm gonna tell you why, because Ritz is like, I send out these features and I get the features back, and sometimes I feel like they didn't go as hard as they could have, and I could have been like, okay, but then I'll let them be like, but you went crazy on that. Ritz got on my song and he wrote it like it was his song. He rapped like it was his song. Like, you know what I mean? Like he has a better verse than me, I'm not gonna lie. Like he probably got the best verse on the whole CD, no lie, bro. So he would probably be my favorite person so far. I haven't got my tech feature yet, so I can't say, but so far I would say Ritz.
you could have any 5 collabs, dead or alive, who would they be?
Any 5 collabs, Lil Wayne is definitely at the top of that list. Drake is number 2. After that, I really don't care. I feel like, man, getting a Drake feature is like, man, that's a make your career type of move right there. So Lil Wayne is like facts. DMX, rest in peace. And DMX for obvious reasons with the whole dog shit. Snoop Dogg for obvious reason. Pac, of course, who doesn't want a verse from Tupac? That's like Tupac. So
If you could have any producer curate a project, who would it be?
okay, so Coffee, of course, because that's my guy. But if it's not Coffee and I had to go like industry standard, I would say London on the Track or like Southside, like 808 Mafia. One of them two, they make probably like the tightest beats in the world to me.
How would you describe your growth in music?
I listen to some of my old music sometimes and I'm like, ugh, that's ugly. Why did you? I mean, it was cool. I don't like how it sounded. I would say going from recording it in the basement and closets to shit like this and Strange Land, and so you can clearly hear the growth in like just the music being recorded itself. My stage show has definitely gotten better. I definitely can command the crowd now.
How did it feel for Dog Food 3 to chart so high?
Okay, so having Dog Food 3 hit the charts, so 2.5 hit the charts too. 2.5 hit 25. Crazy, right? 2.5, 25. But when DF3 hit 13, I cried. That was my first emotion, was just like happy tears. Like I woke up, ISO was the first person that had texted me. He texted me at midnight, like, bro. And he sent me a screenshot. He was like, bro, you debuted at 26. 2 hours later, we was top 20. 3 hours later, we was top 15, and then it was number 13, and it was like, I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect, like, I've had the last 3 albums all hit the charts. So from DF2 was number 60, and then 2.5 was 25, and then DF3 was 13. So hopefully with this next one, we go top 10. That's what we aiming for this time. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And then know that I did it all independent, like I didn't have like I only had like one big name feature on my album, and that was AWAX. Other than that, to know I did it all organically by myself was the best feeling that I could probably say. All in itself.
How did you and King ISO meet?
Man, that's been my dog for like 17, 18 years, damn near 20 years now. We just gonna call it a dub. It's been for a dub. We met way back in like 2003, I want to say 2003, 2004, something like that, at a barbecue. And this is how we met. So his cousin used to be one of the homies, weirdo, not the homie no more. So he used to be the homie, and then we was pulling up somewhere and we was listening to the reality show, and I'm listening to it and I'm thinking this nigga's famous the whole time. I'm like, who is? And so when we pulling up, I'm like, hey, who is this? And he like, man, it's my cousin. So we get to the shit and we get out, and we were standing there, and here come ISO, but he was reality still at the time. And he like, it's the nigga CD we was just listening to, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. For real? He like, yeah. And so, man, we started freestyling. This is when I knew it was this motherfucker freestyle for like 2 hours straight, just by itself, nothing but bars, just And I'm like, from that day forward, it was thick as thieves. Inseparable. Like, it's just been, and I mean, we went our separate ways. We didn't fell out, came back, but like I said, inseparable. We didn't fell out, came back. We didn't fist fought, came back. Like, that's my dog for real. It's like really my brother. So that's how it started, and this is where we at now. Nationwide tours and shit like that. So it's like, it's crazy to see how that all played out too. And then my boy just hit the Billboard charts. I don't know if y'all seen that, but he just hit them Billboard charts, officially hit number 61 on the Billboard charts. So that's crazy. That's real crazy.
Do you ever feel you are an ISO shadow?
No. And that's just because we so different. I don't rap like ISO. I don't want to rap like ISO. I don't look like ISO. I don't want to look like ISO. I don't dress like ISO. I don't want to dress like ISO. So I'm me. I'm the big dog. He's King ISO. He's General ISO. Like, he got his eye soldiers over there. I got what I got over here. I got my own fans. I got my own following. I got, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people try to put me in his shadow, and I'm just like, don't do that. Like, the music is not even the same. Like, he makes what he does this over here. I'm way over here. He owns his lane. I own mine. Clearly, the proof is in the pudding. And like I said, I didn't have no ISO features on either one of those albums that charted either. Just want to put that out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. But yeah, a lot of people try to put me in his, and I don't know why. Because it's not like I'm out here try to yum me. I'm like, bro, I don't even. And why do y'all do that? Like, that's my guy. Why would we ever be in competition with each other and say, that's stupid? Like, he's the best at what he does. I'll tell you right now, he's the best rapper. Anybody, who's your favorite? ISO is the best, probably the best rapper I know. Facts. And that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not even because he's my guy. If I didn't know him, I would still say he was probably the nigga's tight. But I'm tight too. In my own lane, my own regard, you know what I'm saying? Like, total different situation than what he got going on. And I just need people to recognize that. That'd be my biggest thing. And I go on my tangents sometime in my rants on Facebook. I'm like, bro, I gotta stop doing that because I'm not ISO. If you pay attention to my timeline of events, bro, that's all me. I got one video with ISO, literally out of like 15 videos that I got out. One video with ISO, bro. I got one song with ISO. That's, you know what I'm saying? And I did that for a reason. To separate myself so people would never be like, oh, well, you need an ISO. Only thing ISO's done for me is introduce me to the right people, put me in the right rooms, gave me the game, gave me the knowledge that I needed to get to where he's at. So, you know what I'm saying?
Describe your relationship with AWACS and signing to PieRx.
Always been a fan of AWACS since, let's see, 2011, 2010, I want to say. So ISO was already fucking with AWACS before that. He introduced me to AWACS, like I said, about 2010, 2011. And from there, I was like, oh shit, I like this dude because like I said, I was in the streets so heavy, bro. So you gotta understand, I'm getting on the internet. I'm watching this dude post a new gun every day, $100,000. He's, you know what I mean? He's smoking the best weed. He on private jets. He would Drake. He would Waka Flocka, Akon. He would just all over. But he's just like a real live street, really from the streets. Like I felt it, and I was like, I've always been a fan. And I always would tell ISO, we was homeless together and all that, and we watching his new videos. I'm like, dude, I would sign to this nigga. Like I would go sign to PieRx, bro. I really would. Fast forward, last year he went live on Facebook and he was asking people, who should I work with? Man, I immediately got on there and I started spamming King ISO, King ISO, King ISO, King ISO, King ISO, King ISO, to the point where he was like, all right, I see you, blood, King ISO. Tell him to tap in with me. I got off the live and I called ISO. I said, hey, stop whatever you doing. Hit AWACS inbox right now, bro. Whatever, get that connection back. Whatever y'all had going, put it back together, bro. He said he want to work with you. He ready. He remember you. He reached out. They started talking, agreed to do the song. They was going to do a song. That song turned into 2 songs, 3 songs. The 3 songs turned into let's do an album. Halfway through the album being done, I'm like, hey, ISO, tell Wax, I said, what's up, man? I'm trying to get signed, bro. What's up, man? Tell him I'm trying to come fuck with PieRx. And he called him, and he really put the call in. Had a conversation about me, and he hyped me up the whole time for like an hour. Like, yeah, this is my guy. He gonna do this, and this. And Wax was like, all right, send me a press kit. Bro, I took like 6-7 hours putting this press kit together, bro. All to send it to this dude for him to watch 5 minutes of, he probably, literally within 8 minutes of us sending him the press kit, he was calling back like, I want to sign him. Send me y'all info so I can fly y'all out here and we can get this taken care of. That's exactly how it happened, literally within, it was that quick. Like something out of a movie, like it literally happened that fast. And he was like, yeah, whatever you want to do. So we got out there, had the conversation, and it was like, he introduced me to the Empire Network. And here we are. And I would say that would be the biggest thing. Like putting me in that Empire system, and like, they definitely brung a lot of awareness to me. I brought a lot of awareness to them. They really turned me up, I'm not gonna lie. Just like being next to AWACS, and just, you know what I mean? Because he's a legend, bro. When I say a West Coast legend. And so just to even being able to rub shoulders with him and him tell people, oh yeah, that's my artist, that shit mean a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie, it mean a whole lot to me. I love it. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be as far as I am without that move. It started the rocket. Now we up in the air now. We're gonna see where we go from here.
What was it like meeting Tech Nine and receiving support from Strange Music?
The first time I met Tech, it was so look, and they always be talking to them because I don't never like when I be beating these people, bro. I played back until ISO literally gotta be like, Taebo, come here. This is Tech, I want you to beat. But other than that, I don't like, I probably talked to Tech 10 times before I even said anything about music. And I still I literally just probably like 2-3 weeks ago, asked Tech to follow me back on Instagram. Like, and he done shouted me out in songs. We done went on a whole damn tour together, all of that, bro. But it took a real long time for him to even know that I did music. And then when he found out, he was like, oh shit. So at first he thought I was just there for ISO, holding ISO down. I was quiet, I'm reserved, I don't fanboy out, I don't run up and, hey, I'm Taebo, Tech me out here. No, I don't do none of that, bro. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. ISO made sure it happened down the line, but everybody over there at Strange, because of that, they hold me in this high regard now because they're like, Taebo know how to conduct himself. He didn't come in here on no wild, loud, belligerent bullshit. To go from that, now having the support from everybody over there that's what I needed. It's what I've been waiting on. So I love it. Like, they just put me on the weekend playlist.
What was the most important thing you learned while on tour with Tech?
The most important, being on time. Time. So when we went on the group therapy tour, bro, we did a lot of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it still ran smooth, like on our end, we did a lot of like pulling over at gas stations and smoking. Did a lot of the shit that we probably didn't have, you know what I'm saying? We cut it close a few times. Learning how to run it like the right way. You wake up in the morning, you got a time sheet right there on the wall of the bus. We doing this, and this. Meet and greet starts at this time. You need to be 15 minutes early. Have on your mask, have on your gloves. From once meet and greet is over, like, they cover every little thing that you could think of. They got it covered, bro.
What is your favorite part of performing?
Getting up on stage and seeing the reactions, watching people rap my lyrics along with me, or sometimes I don't even have to rap. I could just sit there and just hold the mic out and people know my songs word for word. Watching people cry, seeing people get my lyrics tattooed on them. I'm just like, oh shit. So yeah, I would say, like, just being up there on the stage and watching people react and interact with me while I'm up here.
What is your favorite green room memory?
Man, that's a hard question because I done been in 150 green rooms in the last 8 months. House of Blues. I can't think of what it is, and it's somewhere. But wherever it's at, man, all the stars got the wall sign, and I'm talking about all of them. Tupac has a goddamn, and I want to say it's House of Blues, so Tupac got his signature up there. Even current people like the Migos, Quavo, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, everybody got their signatures on this wall, and it's just like, and I want to say it's the House of Blues because that performance I remember was crazy. That was probably one of our best performances on tour, and it was just like being on the same stage as fucking Tupac Shakur, bro. That's like, come on now, that's like Pac rock this same stage.
Describe your feelings as you get ready for your first headlining tour.
It's my first headlining tour, so it's like, shit. Man, we got 11 dates. We just added 2 more dates today. I'm just excited, bro, to go out there, man, because it's like, man, group therapy tour. I don't know what you want to call it, co-headliner, direct support to the headliners. I don't know what you want to call it, but I mean, it is what it is. I was on the flyer, so I feel like I was you know what I mean? But a lot of those times, a lot of them times at a lot of them shows, bro, you don't even know, like standing at that merch table and people will just walk right past you and go straight to C-Mob, go straight to ISO. Me and Snake would just be standing there like, shh, damn. So like that was a humbling experience for sure. The Strange New World tour humbled me even more. because like it's a lot of like, who the fuck are you? Why we're not here for you? They even walk past like Rich, ISO, Jerry. Yeah, I mean, they're like, "Who the fuck is y'all? We came to see Tech." You know what I mean? So being able now to be the vocal point of the whole shit, I can't stop smiling. I'm ready. Like, let's go. If it goes like we think it's gonna go, and all these people is coming to see me, that's just gonna make me. That's gonna be even more motivation. It's gonna make me go a little bit harder.
Tell us about your upcoming project, Take It Personal.
Take It Personal. The titles. It's self-explanatory. It's a lot of shit on this album that a lot of people is gonna take very personal. I wanted them to. I don't give a rat's ass. For me to be as what's the word? Involved and loyal as I am to certain shit, I feel like sometimes it's not reciprocated. And we're not even talking about music, where I'm talking about literally life in general, like from my baby mamas to, you know what I'm saying? Like literally like take it personally. And it's a roller coaster ride but it's one thing. It's literally you take it personal. I came very personal. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I did songs that I haven't done before. I kind of tested the waters with them, but like this one is like real straightforward in your face. Y'all gonna get the point when you hear it. If you've seen the video, the intro, that's how the damn shit starts, and it only gets better. And I got like so many features. I got X-Rated, Ritz, of course, King ISO. I got C-Mob, I got A-Wax. And then I'm waiting on this tech feature. I cannot wait to get the tech feature back, man. I'm setting myself apart. Like we were just talking earlier about the comparisons to Bro. I feel like this right here is this is gonna be the one. It's like he just put out Get Well Soon. It don't sound nothing like Get Well Soon. Like there's like two total separate lanes, bro. And I was like really taking personal for the fans, to the naysayers, to, you know what I mean, people close to me, like take it personal. Just like my fuck you to everybody that had never doubted me, said anything crazy, that think a certain type of way. My baby mama, boyfriend, you, fake record deals and all that. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, it's a lot of shit in there that I speak on.
What are your plans for 2022?
My tour, ISO's headlining tour. Tech mentioned about going back on the road, possibly, so hopefully that happens again. I would die for another Strange Music tour. I got a real important meeting coming up here in the next couple weeks too. A meeting that could possibly change a whole lot of shit. The trajectory might be way different in a couple months if this meeting go how it's supposed to go. That's what I'm hoping. I'm gonna drop another album too at the end of the year.
Who are your favorite locals?
Man, I got a couple. So Lipo, LP, he's at the tip top of the list. That's my guy from Lewis and Clark, 7th grade. I've been knowing him. And he didn't even used to rap. He used to drum he was the one that was drumming on the tables when I started rapping. So to see him evolve into what he is now, I'm like, what the fuck? So LP is at the top of my list. I love, of course, my guy Rexo Rage, Original Shotta, Don Juan, KD. I like KD. He's something serious. KD is something serious. Finch, of course, Jay Influential. Mumbles. Mumbles grew on me from his live show. Mumbles puts on a hell of a show. So he worked his way up into it. And he really, like, I like Mumbles because he don't cuss in his raps. And he's actually talking about something. So I'm like, okay. So Mumbles is one of my favorite people to see perform. And then, man, if y'all see this and I left you out, I'm sorry. I love everybody. I just want y'all to know I'm forgetting some people right now. But off the top, that would be my go-to.
What hobbies do you have outside of music and fatherhood?
Writing is like my hobby. And it don't even gotta be music, bro. It could be short stories. Just writing. I just like to write, period. Just write. And I smoke a lot of weed. An insane amount of weed, like probably like more than the average person.
Do you have any ambitions to be a director, screenwriter, or actor?
I just be having good ideas, bro. Like my ideas, like if I see something Hypocrite. Let's take a Hypocrite. So the Hypocrite video, there was a part in the video where some shit wasn't making sense. You know, Strange Music got this big ass camera team and everybody there, like they had this one scene and it just didn't make sense and everybody was in agreement with it. And I was like, no, y'all, it don't make sense, bro. Like, and I had to stop the whole show. I'm like, no, we shouldn't do that. We should do it like this and shoot it from here and y'all should get this shot. And they literally stopped everything they was doing and changed the camera settings and did what and it came out fucking perfect. So I would not like to be a director, but I do have good ideas and I could probably like write some shit. Like, what's it called?
Screenwriting?
Yeah, I could probably do that because I wrote a book. Go get that. I wrote a book, Against the Grain. It's on Amazon. So I like to write. As far as like being the actual like director, and I don't know just yet. But writing, hell yeah, I'll write it all day. I think I got a face for acting, you know what I'm saying? I could probably take a couple acting lessons, but I think I'm a great actor so far.
Who was your first concert?
I think it was like a gospel concert for real. To be real, like what you mean? Like, do it matter? So I would probably say it was like Kirk Franklin, like was like my first like official like concert that I went to, and then I want to say it was Nelly was the first like rap concert I went to back in the day. It was Nelly.
Who has had the best concert you've witnessed?
Of course, Tech Nine. Any Tech Nine concert, and I say that because Tech Nine probably put on the best show that I've ever seen, and especially like just coming off this tour, watching those shows and to know that he's 50 years old still performing like that, bro, it brings a whole new level of respect to it. So I would say Tech Nine will probably be my favorite concert, probably favorite person to see.
What is the dumbest way you have injured yourself?
Okay, so I broke my arm, bro, over a spades game. Me and my best friend, Fat Blood, man, we was on teams, and that's what makes it even worse. He suck at spades though, bro. Like, he was trash, and he reneged or he did something stupid, and I cussed him out, and we started slap boxing. And you see how big I am? He's just as big. And we started slap boxing, and he tried to slam me, and I didn't let him. And he dropped all his weight on me, and we went back, and my arms was out, and yep, all 380 something pounds of it came down on my arm and just snapped it. So that was probably, and then my knee. So in the kitchen, goddamn fake playing basketball with my niece, went to go do the Kobe shuffle and slid too damn far, and my knee tore every ligament in my knee doing a damn trash can shot. It was some bullshit.
What are your favorite pair of shoes?
My Flint 13s. Flint 13s, that'd probably be my favorite ones in my collection right now. Or no, my Maroon 6s, dead stock Maroon 6s, original from like 2014, I think they came out, dead stock. Still ain't slid my foot in them. So that'd probably be my favorite pair. They probably worth about $2,000 right now. So.
What is the best meal you've had and your favorite food?
Ooh, best meal I ever had was in New Orleans at this damn seafood. Bruh, I don't even know. It was some crazy shit. Shrimp and grits with the andouille sausage in it. It was crazy. It was, yeah. So whatever, shout out to wherever you are in New Orleans. And there's another place, like a crab place somewhere in Utah. You can hear my son in the background. Bring your kid to work day. Sorry, guys. Crab boil somewhere in Utah. Delicious. And then my favorite food to eat though is chicken. Any kind of chicken, baked, fried, sauteed, it don't matter. Just chicken, I love it. So.
What is the best advice you've ever been given?
Keep going. Just keep going. Like literally, like just keep going. Don't stop.
Do you have any final remarks?
Tour March 17th, I think was our first day. Kearney, Nebraska. Album coming out right before that. King ISO Get Well Soon headlining tour coming right after that, and everything. Shout out to my brother C-Mob, A-Wax, Ritz. Make sure anybody got a project coming out, you go get it. King Cash got videos and all types of shit coming out. Marco Parks, Venom Stay Dripping, all y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to all my fan supporters. And that's about it, man. I love everybody, and I hope y'all love me back.
If I ask for the ticket, I'ma need the whole price. You a quarter pound buying ass nigga, you a hype. I just touched a few P's, it be gone by the night. I used to rap the bands and then throw them over ice. They wanna talk bread, I'm a whole different slice. Better have some money, broke bitch ain't my